this is my daily sort of mental health, school help video, I guess you could say. I try to do these weekly if you haven't seen it before. So hi anyone new. So this video is obviously about dealing with exam results, and it's difficult because last year I just tried to forget that my exam results were coming in August, and then they sort of arrived and I was like, oh my god, I'm sort of terrified. I thought I did really badly in exams, and there's probably going to be a majority of you watching this thinking you've done badly or you're terrified that you've done badly. So I'm just going to go through the different situations and things you can do, etc. So, yeah. The first situation is that you think you've done really, really badly. Last year, I was going through a lot. Moving house in the exams, my parents weren't getting along very well. My mental health was really quite awful. It wasn't good at all. And I thought that I'd done atrociously on my exams, and I just did not. When I got the open envelope, some people get text, but I got it by post. I'm getting it by post again this year, but when I got the post, I was like, I don't want to do it, Mum. I don't want to do it. I don't want to open it. And a lot of people want their parents to open it, but I think it's best that you open it, just so you can just think about it, I guess. Exam results are awful. So you can think you've done badly, and you open the letter up, and you see your results. So this is for a situation where the results are good. Great! You've got good results. Congratulations, and good. That's them behind. That's them done. You've achieved something, and it's great. I did quite well in my exams last year. I did sort of standard grade equivalents, Scottish. It's weird. And I thought I did atrociously, and I won't say what grades I got but I got quite good grades. But if you think you've done badly and you open the envelope and you see that you haven't got good grades, believe me when I say it's definitely not the end of the world. It's going to be okay, seriously. So if you're doing standard grade, you've got next year, you can resit them. You know now, perhaps you put in the work and you didn't get the grades, and in that case, it is so difficult to get past that, and you're going to be really upset, and you know what? It's going to be okay to be upset. But you have to remember that exam results are not everything. Honestly, there's a huge emphasis on them in our society, and they're not everything. They can't make you a nice person, they can't make you a good person. You can have a job. I mean, look at someone like Steve Jobs, I believe. I think it was him, that he was a school or college dropout. And look at the success he has. Grades they aren't the sole element to you being successful. And yeah, I guess you could say they're important if you want to get a job and all that. But what's important is your health. This video's very all over the place. So if you feel like you did badly and you get your results and they're not what you expected, or they are what you expected, they're not the best results ever, then it's okay. Seriously, it's okay, and it's going to feel really shit. But you can literally retake the subjects, and it's going to be a pain. Of course it's going to be a pain, but next time, no doubt, you want to avoid that feeling, and you'll probably try harder, or you'll study more, and even if you studied so hard, you can do it again. And I know it must suck when you tried so hard and you haven't got the grades, but sometimes just retaking the subject, sometimes just going through the exam process first can freak people out. So the second time they do it, they can be more calm, and it's easier for them to think about things in the exam. It's difficult. It's really difficult. If you're in standard grade and you have to retake your exams, you can retake them the next year and it's going to be okay. You're not going to be looked down upon. People have different processing times, they have different learning speeds, they have different comprehension levels and set amounts of time, and it's okay. You're not inferior because you have to retake it. It just means that you as a learner, or you maybe as a person, I mean, exams stress me out and I do worse in my exams than I do in my prelims usually. That's quite normal, but you can retake them and it's okay. If you're, for example, if you've want to leave school and you haven't passed your, I mean, you can retake them in a number of environments. You can retake them in your next year. You can retake them at college. In England, I believe you still have to pay for that, so possibly not the best idea. But in Scotland, luckily, our uni and college are free, so we can have that option. I mean, I'm waiting for my high results this year, and if I get bad high results, I know it's going to affect my chances of getting into certain unis and etc. And I think that can be worse, because these suddenly have this huge emphasis on them, like everyone's making a big deal about them. And standard grades, they were made a big deal of, but highers are like ridiculous sometimes. I didn't really work last year, and that was just a thing for me. I'll go into it afterwards, but this year just hasn't been a great working year for me. So I have no idea how my hires went at all. Some went terribly. My biology one was a train wreck. I had the flu as well. It was just absolutely horrific. But some, like my English, went really quite well. I thought anyway. And I don't know how I'm going to react even to get my results. If I get bad results, it's going to be a nightmare, because I've got into 4 advanced hires, so I'm going to have to rearrange all my advanced hires and possibly retake some hires. But the fact is, you can still retake hires at college or at school. You can still retake them. I mean, one of my teachers, they took their higher English when I believe they were 40. It's not just a set time to do it. If you don't get them now, you can get them later. And the fact that everyone makes a big deal about it, that you have to get it now, great. It's really beneficial to get them now. It's possibly important to get them now, but it's not everything. You can get them later. And, you know, if you're expecting good grades and you get bad grades, it's going to be difficult. But the fact is, you can try again. And you only fail if you don't try. And that's my little saying of the day. Don't give up. Because when you get it, it's worth it. The summary of sort of how to deal with getting your grades is that you can retake them. You can retake them next year. You can retake them at college. You can retake them 20 years down the line. But you can retake them. This is not your last shot. It's not your only shot. It's great, but it's not your only shot. Another thing is, in regards to grades, if you're an anxious person and you go into the exam room and you're so anxious and you feel like it stops you from doing well in your exam and you get those results and you just blame yourself, don't blame yourself. I mean, even if you didn't work hard, perhaps you could work harder, but the fact is, if you are trying to keep your health on track and it impedes on your exams, then fine. Because your health is so much more important than its grades. And even though grades are important, it's more important to making sure that you're safe and that you're in a good mindset first. Last year, I was in the most awfulest mindset I could possibly be in. I was depressed severely. I mean, I took things out on myself. It was just absolutely awful. And I was so worried. I was so just wound up about exams that I got myself in a worse state than I did before. And that helped nothing. You have to put yourself first. You have to put your health first. And I feel like I'm sort of going on, but you really do. And once again, you can take your grades, you can take your exams when you're in a better state of mind. But when you're not, just trying, even just trying in that state of mind, you've won. You've literally won, because it's so difficult. It's so difficult when you're having mental health problems, or if you have a physical problem and it impedes on you. It's so difficult. And I'm going to tell you this, but it's okay. It's okay to feel like that, but that's another video. One thing that I found when I got my results last year, if you've got sort of an anxious issue or a mental health issue, is that when I opened this bit of paper, thinking about all the freaking hell I put myself through, all the pressure I put on myself, all the pressure I felt others had put on myself, and I opened this letter, and I saw letters, printed letters on a sheet, and the two just did not weigh up. I was so angry, because I feel like the grade wasn't worth the hell I've put myself through, and the hell and the pressure I put myself through. And the one thing I can pass on to you is that just do your best. And if you've done your best, then no one can put you down, apart from you, and I don't think you should. And it's really difficult to not, sometimes. But you can do it, and it's going to be okay. If you have parents that are pressuring you at school, it can be also very difficult. They might get angry at you. I'm very lucky to have parents that said, listen, you did your best. You did your best with what you have, and this year I didn't work hard, so you probably could have tried harder, but they're not going to be angry about it, and I'm very lucky to have parents like that. But a lot of parents put pressure on their kids. And if your parents are doing that, it's going to be difficult. Everything's going to be difficult. Exam results are very difficult. But, it's as long as you've tried your hardest, as long as you've really put effort in, to be honest, they don't have a leg to stand on. You did your best. As best you can with either the anxiety you had, or the confidence you had, or anything. As long as you've tried, it's fine. It's good. It's really good. Because it's so difficult to try sometimes, especially at this age, especially when so many things are happening. It's difficult, but it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. If you're watching this and you've got your results, or you're waiting on your results, and you just feel awful, then here I am to say that it's going to be okay. And you're amazing, because you went through your exams, and that is so difficult to do in itself. To sit in that room or that hall with the clock ticking, and it's just hell, isn't it? It's just awful. But you, the person behind the screen, right over there, you. That was a weird bit, but anyway. You are amazing, and I'm so proud of you. I am proud of you. And you know what? You're brilliant. It's going to be okay. So the rundown, there's always another chance. Literally, there's always another chance. It's not just, oh no, I'm on my last year of school, it's my only chance. No, you can go to college. And that doesn't mean that you don't try hard, because it's a lot better to try hard and then get it than not try hard and have to redo the course again. But the fact is, it does motivate you, I think, sometimes. Health is more important than grades. To keep your health in check before the grades, I would say. Just try your best, and no one can hurt you. And no one can really criticise you, to be fair. And 3, I am proud of you. On my Twitter, I'll probably put my grades when I get them. I'm just nervous and feel sick just thinking about it, but it's going to be okay. In the end, a piece of paper, it cannot control you. You control you, and that's... yeah. So yeah, that was a really random and all over the place video, but I really hoped it helped. I know I'm not the greatest at reassuring people, but yeah. If you have anything you want me to talk about, if you have any issues, if you have any topic you want me to sort of talk about a little, or even just more about getting results that you want to know about or you want me to talk about, please leave it down in the comments and I'll get right back to you. I'll probably reply as well. And I think we all need a hug. Okay, I'm gonna hug you, okay? This is gonna be really, really awkward. I'm sorry, okay? Hug. Hugs are weird, especially no! Wait. There we go. Hugs are back. Woohoo! I promise that I'll make another video that isn't as sad as this one, but thanks for watching, guys. I hope everything goes well. Good luck. You're all amazing. You're all awesome. You're all super duper awesome freaking people, and you're all bloody amazing. So I'll see you later, guys. I hope to talk to you in the comments sometime, and good luck for the bid day, and you're gonna be cool. See ya.